I'm Brad Barnett, and I'm going to tell you my story. What changed in my life when I gave my life to Jesus? Well, I was young, so I don't have a story of a past. So I think I was around 5, and I remember being at VBS. I remember being impacted and being convicted, and I remember very clearly. I don't remember the day. I remember it was warm, and I remember going to my mom and asking her questions, and I remember kneeling at the foot of her bed, my mom and dad's bed, and she opened her red leather King James Bible, and the only thing I remember is John 3:16, and I remember being so excited I ran outside. My dad was on the porch with a friend talking, and I remember just saying, I got saved, and it was just a real happy time. But I would say the next probably 10 years of my life were probably the most difficult of my life in retrospect. I was pretty challenged. I feel like I was spiritually attacked. I remember for a week straight a very vivid dream that I had, and it was about the darkness and the shadow, and I was by myself, and I feel like at that time I was just being attacked. Each time I would wake up at night in terror, and I remember each time I would pray and I would ask Christ in my heart again, and it happened, and it was like a straight week, and same thing every night. And I remember praying, and then I went away, and that is my how I met Jesus. That's how I met him. I want my kids to know that you're never too far away from Christ. You're never too dirty. You'll never do anything so bad that you will never be able to come to Christ, come back. And that's really the legacy I want them to leave. Nothing about me, really. I want them to understand that Christ loves them. Why Jesus? Well, I would have to ask, why me? When Easter comes around and communion, I really kind of get into a mood of solidarity, and I think like how important the sacrifice is. And I always go back to my oldest daughter and the first time I held her, and how real it was, and how I couldn't get past that thought of how could I take her and say, I'm going to sacrifice her for you. And God did that for me, and he sacrificed his son. And so, all that being said, I'm not into religion. I am into relationship.